A Channel 2 Action News investigation. A reality show cast member flaunts a lavish lifestyle, but is it all at the expense of Georgia taxpayers? Todd Chrisley and his family are in the show Chrisley Knows Best. Channel 2's investigative reporter Jody Fleischer has uncovered years of unpaid state income taxes and a reality ruse.
We're the Chrisleys, Todd and Julie Chrisley.
In reality television, Chrisley knows best.
I make millions of dollars a year.
What he doesn't seem to know is where he lives in real life.
He who has the gold rules.
Yeah.
I have the gold.
But Georgia's Department of Revenue may try to take some of it after what we're about to show you.
We live in a neighborhood north of Atlanta.
The Chrisley family's reality show started in 2014 while he was in bankruptcy. But you wouldn't know that from their 20,000 square foot mansion in Roswell, where he flaunted his millions.
That didn't sit well at all.
With the bankruptcy trustee or creditors who were trying to get their money.
I thought it was like bizarro world.
Kevin Ward represented one of Chrisley's creditors.
Granted, the show is not under oath, but the person that I had under oath claimed to be a person that was destitute, incapable of paying anything.
The other big flaw with that bankruptcy, Chrisley tried to file it in Florida.
We immediately attacked the residency issue.
Under oath, Ward got Chrisley to admit he really lived in the house in Roswell, even accusing him of fraudulently listing the Florida address. The Chrisleys eventually agreed to move the case to Georgia, with the judge noting that should not be seen as an admission.
His kids went to school in Georgia. His wife, his business, everything was here in Georgia.
And in this lawsuit in 2010, Chrisley described himself as being domiciled in Georgia. In 2011, a resident and citizen of Georgia. And in 2012, residing in Fulton County. But just like in that bankruptcy, Chrisley told the IRS he lived in Florida, which has no state income taxes.
You've seen his federal tax returns, and he claimed to be a Florida resident on those too.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a Georgia state tax return?
No, they haven't been filed.
Multiple sources confirm Chrisley did not file Georgia state income taxes for any of the 8 years they saw his returns.
I think that's something the Georgia Department of Revenue may be interested in.
Records show the Chrisleys even held a homestead exemption on that Roswell house for years, which this retired IRS agent calls the best piece of evidence, since you swear it's your main home.
It means that you're a citizen of the state of Georgia and have to file a Georgia income tax return. It's that simple.
He says Georgia's Department of Revenue has an obligation to send a bill if tax evasion is uncovered.
So if his attorneys are arguing that there's some secret way that he's been able to claim he's a Florida resident all these years?
I started with the IRS in December of '71. I currently do tax controversy law. I've yet to see that secret way you're talking about.
And if you don't believe all of that, just take his wife's word for it, under oath.
You don't live in Florida?
No.
Okay. And Todd doesn't live in Florida?
No.
After trying 3 of his lawyers and his agent, we came here to his new home in Nashville to try to track him down. We spotted him leaving his house, but as we approached, he sped away. The reality TV star didn't want to be on our camera or face reality.
We reached out to the Revenue Commissioner to ask about Chrisley's failure to pay state income taxes for many of those years. Now, due to confidentiality laws, she said she cannot comment on any specific taxpayer, but she did tell me her agency regularly receives information about taxpayers and reviews it all accordingly.
Now, Jody, let me ask you this, because so often we hear about taxes getting people in trouble. Is any of this criminal, or could it be considered criminal?
Well, the experts told me it could mean tax evasion charges, or if somehow he did live in Florida, then he may have committed false statements or perjury on all of those records that we just showed you. So it would, be up to the prosecutors to decide whether to pursue any of it.
All right. Jody, thank you.
Thanks.